Hello, and welcome to another WaxWingedGamer's cast. This is Mr. Icarus, and I'm going to be casting the next match of the 4PL tournament. This matchup, Absolute Legends Academy going up against Euphoria. Absolute Legends, of course, having played in the defense as well as other tournaments. I believe Euphoria, a bit newer of a team. But first bans are out, and we see the same ones that we've been seeing this tournament so far. Batrider's going to go out, Darkseer as well. Cuddle, and then Warlock, one we haven't seen banned out before, but of course a very, very strong support with an ulti that can really change the tide of any team fight. Nyx Assassin going to get picked up first by Euphoria. I think this is the first time that we've seen Nyx played in one of the 4PL matches, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Absolute Legends are able to deal with, with kind of the invisible ganking roamness danger that that Nyx can provide. Always a big worry. Venomancer going to get picked up as well as Puck by Absolute Legends, so we're looking for the next pick on Euphoria. Not sure who they're going to send out. Nyx Assassin probably going to end up in the off lane unless he's running very aggressive roam right from the beginning, but probably going to be off lane and then start moving around fairly quickly.
5 seconds remaining.
Puck may be mid, Venomancer. They're going to go into reserve.
Time.
I mean, they already picked banned out Darkseer. Caudle's been removed as well. I'm not really sure what their strategy is going to be here. No, it's too early to say. But do not be surprised if we see Phantom Lancer come out in one of these early picks, although may end up banned out again. Phantom Lancer's been very, very strong in the meta recently, and a lot of teams having a bit of trouble kind of countering him as effectively as they were able to before, or I should say he's just being played better than he was before, kind of coming into it. A little bit like Anti-Mage back before, earlier, although Anti-Mage's dominance really kind of had to do a little bit more with the fact that there just weren't the heroes that really effectively countered him weren't even, implemented into the game yet. Alright, so we're going to see Rubick and Magnus pick up. This is looking like very, very strong team fight. A lot of danger. Ganks are going to be pretty heavy. Rubick, of course, able to pick up any of the moves that Absolute Legends might have on their heroes. And Magnus, those reverse polarities set him up for a Nyx Assassin, bunch of burst damage, be able to lock him down with not only the reverse polarities, skewer him back, Nyx Assassin's Impale, as well as his ultimate Vendetta. I'm sorry, not Vendetta, but the Mana Burn. A lot of burst, a lot of damage, and they're really going to have to look out for that. Nature's Prophet's going to come up, and so far looking like they're going a bit heavier towards the push side. Venomancer, of course, if you put points into those wards, really just really pretty dangerous. The Nature Prophet's going to come. First ban out is going to be Chen. A little unusual. I would have figured that they want someone. Well, Chen's very hard to pick, but they're not going to need another jungler, so I'm not sure why they would have Jen. It's kind of rare to see Nature's Prophet in lane. Weaver going to get picked out, trying to deny Euphoria a strong off lane. They know that they're a little weak in that area at the moment. So far, Rubick the only ranged. And Nyx, I'm really not sure how they're going to lane this. Magnus maybe mid, probably mid. Might go top safe lane with Rubick on mid. Faceless Void is going to get banned out, and we're looking for the last one on Euphoria. They did take out Lone Druid, and Luna is going to get picked out as well. Very strong pushers, trying to keep them from getting the a massive push advantage very early on. Ganks aren't going to count for much if they can't keep their waves back. And Phantom Lancer does get banned out. Alright, looking for the next one. I'm just not sure who they'd pick at this point. We have seen a lot of Wisp play.
10 seconds remaining.
But Euphoria really needing kind of a stronger... They might save it for the very last pick, but needing a really stronger carry. Magnus isn't going to cut it. Nyx Assassin, of course, can become very, very strong, but if Absolute Legends is able to hold it off until the late game, he's not going to be nearly as effective. Doesn't have that kind of extra right-click fast attack damage. You don't see a whole lot of right-click damage in Nyx's, I guess, is what I'm trying to say there. But I guess the same holds for Absolute Legends too. They don't really have a hard carry at this moment. Puck, of course, able to do a lot of damage with Illusory Orb and great utility. Nature's Prophet heavy push and can do a lot of damage. And we are going to see Lifestealer, so Nature's Prophet is going to end up in lane. Well, no, perhaps not. I guess either one of them could jungle, but Lifestealer actually probably going to be in lane. And Windrunner, good solid pick by Euphoria. But now they're going to have to come up with somebody to be able to take out this Lifestealer. Lifestealer, of course, very tanky, very dangerous, and with the his open wounds, very able to chase down and you know, make sure they can get the kill. And Anti-Mage is going to get picked up. First time I think we've seen Anti-Mage in the tournament so far. Going to be very interesting to see how Absolute Legends is able to counter him once he gets that Battle Fury, of course, able to farm extremely quickly in the jungle. But perhaps with Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer, they'll be able to lock him down a little bit. Lifestealer going to be kind of handy too, that he can infest Nature's Prophet and very quickly they can get around the map. And we'll see Vengeful Spirit be the last pick, so they're going to go ahead and lock in him. We'll go ahead and list who's on what as we get into the game here, as well as my favorite part, looking at the couriers that each team has. And just waiting for him to pick on Puck. And we're in. Alright, so over on Radiant, Absolute Legends go off. Very quick item pickups, must have those all hotkeyed. Nature's Prophet going to be picked up by chroMium. zxcv on Puck, pandasaurusrex on Vengeful Spirit, Chrobbus on Lifestealer, and LokeLok on Venomancer. Very early smoke, and looks like they're going to go out here and try to get that first blood. While on Euphoria, it does look like they're going to be just going into lanes, probably playing a little safer, not looking to be as aggressive as Absolute Legends is. This might kind of slow down Absolute Legends a little bit. They are used to playing against teams that have a great deal of aggression in the early game. But who knows, they might be able to pick someone off. It looks like Windrunner, Malena, going to be playing Windrunner. She's going to be going solo bot. And Red on Magnus will be taking solo mid, while Cela on Anti-Mage, Krunchy on Rubick, and nooblikeyou on Nyx Assassin, tri-laning in the top. And it does look like Crunchy's going to be going down here. Yes, Lifestealer pulls the first blood. That's going to be a huge advantage going in the way of Absolute Legends' main carry. And Chrobbus, that's definitely going to set him up quite well. They're going to go ahead and pull back. And, you know, Anti-Mage, hard to kill, does have the blink. Really going to put him at an advantage in the early game. Nyx Assassin, too, with his invisibility. But neither of them able to save Rubick, and Rubick's going to go down very early. Not so much a setback at this point in the game. For those of you who don't know, any time that a hero is killed in Dota 2, they do lose a certain percentage of their unreliable gold based on their level, I believe, on their hero level, as well as other factors like how many kills they've gotten recently, whether they're on a killing spree or a streak or just whatever. Early on in the game, Rubick, of course, spent all his money, so that's not going to set him back at all, really. But definitely, you know, strikes the fear in Euphoria a little bit, and first blood gold going the way of Lifestealer, nothing to be laughed at. We're only 30 seconds in, and he already has his boots of speed. Alright, so we're going to be going in here. You're going to have to kind of deal with me a little bit. I am playing around with a new grip camera. There was a comment on one of my earlier videos about the jumpiness of my camera work. It was very jumpy earlier on, and because my camera settings were just way too fast. So I'm kind of trying this a little bit, so do bear with me, but I think it should be much, much better than it has been. In any case, up on the top lane, we'll go ahead and bring up the last hits bar right now. Lifestealer definitely way out farming Anti-Mage at this point, and he is going to go ahead and pop the open wounds on the Rubick again. Venomancer going to get thrown back, but there's the poison, and I do think Crunchy's going to go down again. They're just not able to do enough damage here. A lot of stun between Pandasaurus and his magic missile, and then the poison damage off of Venomancer. They're going to be doing a lot of harassment, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Rubick go down quite a few more times on this. Very squishy and easy to knock down. Here on mid lane, zxcv and Red going head to head. I think Magnus had a little bit of a disadvantage here, but definitely able to keep up in the last hit. 7 for 2 against 7 for 1. But wow, not much damage from that Illusory Orb. Level 1, I don't think, or level 2 didn't do much damage, just at 1450. And doesn't look like he was able to dodge that, although he did try. And up on the top lane, they're taking a lot of harass. Anti-Mage still with 0 last hits. Nope, 1 to Lifestealer 7. Really taking the advantage here, and we'll go ahead and look down at the bottom lane. Nature's Prophet going to be solo farming, able to push Windrunner back very handily with the trees, and I do anticipate him picking up quite a few more last hits than her as well. 8 for 3, yeah, definitely. And that's going to be massive harass. She's going to be burning through her regen very quickly. And great micro from Nature's Prophet, basically playing Nature's kind of like a lone druid in that respect, just sending the bear forward, if you will, and harass them off the lane.
Come to me.
Oh, I haven't looked at the courier yet. Awesome turtle. Haven't seen this courier in, wow, geez, ages. And on the Dire side, does Dire even have a courier? Yes, they do. And actually a very cool effect, mechanized, whatever the word is. Cool couriers, guys. Look forward to seeing more of your couriers in the future. Anti-Mage completely burned through his regen and now down to just the poor man's shield. Don't know if he had bought that early, and it does look like they're going to cut around here. Very quickly try to look to make something happen. They have shown, but Rubick pulling back knows that he's going to go down very quickly. Nyx Assassin still without any of the regen, knows that he can't take them on his own. And it does look like the creeps are going to get pulled off. No. But they are freeing up Anti-Mage here to kind of close the gap as far as last hits go. And Rubick is going to go down again. Really just a rough game for Crunchy here. Lifestealer picking up another kill. That puts him 3-0. And assists going the way of LokeLok and pandasaurusrex. Absolutely going to put this top lane at a huge advantage. Lifestealer getting insane farm very early on. And still managing to stay ahead of Anti-Mage as far as the last hits go. So absolute huge advantage for them in the top lane here. Kind of rough. They don't have the stuns. Nyx Assassin does have the Impale, but it's not nearly as ranged or damaged, well, close to the damage that Pandasaurus is going to be able to do, and it does look like Magnus picks up the DD. But yeah, not nearly the amount of damage that, or I should say, Nyx Assassin having to get a lot closer, not able to swap out quite so easily, and Venomancer putting one into wards now, but definitely all that poison damage, just kind of ticking them away between Pandasaurusrex, the magic missile, and Chrobbus using open wounds to slow them. They have a lot more chase and a lot better ability to gank than I think Anti-Mage doesn't really have anything at this point. Rubick only has the Rubick only has his toss, and yeah, Rubick only has his toss. And that's basically it. Anti-Mage just able to blink away. They can't get kills here. All they can do is really just try to not get killed at this point. And a great ulti by Nature's Prophet, going to do quite a bit of damage there. And it looks like he's chasing Windrunner right out. She was able to get boots of, or Tranquil Boots, so that's going to be pretty huge for her, able to heal up, keep her in lane and not harassed off as heavily by the trees there. But, I gotta say, lane's really looking in this early game to be going massively the way of Absolute Legends. Puck absolutely destroying on the mid lane, more than twice as much, almost twice as much, I should say. CS, as Magnus has been able to obtain, of course, has the ranged advantage, as well as some pretty good nukes. And Nature's Prophet going down to Windrunner, did not expect that to happen. And I'm sorry that I missed it. No, is he going to be able to trap her? And will he be able to pull off the kill? Yes! And there's the revenge right there. Definitely don't think he lost any gold on that one. And manages to even it out. Probably got a little bit aggressive, and Windrunner able to do, probably landed the power shot and was able to take him down, but bought back, TP'd over very quick. Does have his ability to not TP anywhere, not just under the tower, so was able to TP right over here and just take her out. So very good play, very exciting. Puck being very aggressive on Magnus. Magnus very low on mana, but does have the regen rune. And top lane, of course, very aggressive. Lifestealer pulling ahead. more than twice as many last hits as Anti-Mage has been able to pull off. And gold absolutely going to be going the way of Absolute Legends at this point. Almost 3,500 ahead. And XP at almost 2,500.
Are you even trying?
Chrobbus being very aggressive, and it's great to have lane supports that are just this useful. Rubick afraid of getting too close because he knows he's going to get whacked down. Only 587 health. Goes down very quickly to all that poison damage, as well as the extra damage coming off a Lifestealer. And, you know, Nyx Assassin just not as good at harassing Lifestealer off of, you know, last hits and stuff as Venomancer is able to be. Venomancer definitely, you know, the poison damage is absolutely huge, forcing Anti-Mage to burn through regen. Just very effective in keeping them off of the last hits in the farm. And Puck being very aggressive down here. Know that nobody's going to be going up. No wards, but I guess they have enough of a sense of, yeah, I know that they're in lane. I can keep track of them that they don't have to be worried about it as much. But it does look like Vengeful Spirit's going to be coming down and waiting for the rune. See if she picks it up. Yes, there's going to be a haste. And she's going to guard that until Puck, I think, can pick it up. Very handy. And up here on top lane, Anti-Mage and Lifestealer just still going at it. They're definitely, Euphoria definitely playing very much conservatively. They know that they're having a lot of trouble in this top lane, but with Puck with a haste rune, here comes Vengeful Spirit. They're going to be able to get down the tether and take down first. Oh, Vengeful Spirit is taken down. And they're going to do a lot of damage to Red. Did get a very quick teleport back up, but too much damage coming out, and there's the last hit. Going to be able to knock down Cela on Anti-Mage. Going to have to pull out of there, and the Windrunner going to be able to do a lot of damage. Maybe was able to hit him with that power shot, but probably should have aimed for Nature's Prophet a little bit. Nature's Prophet going to go down in the Nyx Assassin anyways, it looks like. And great block by Venomancer with the wards there. Anti-Mage going in, and God, one more hit is all it takes. No, chroMium going to be able to pull out of there, and he TP's out. Too close. Cannot believe that they didn't get that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I want to say that was 2 for 2. 2 for 3, maybe? Nyx Assassin bought back into the game. Nyx went down. Rubick's went down. Magnus went down. All right, so 3, 4. A little brutal. Great team fight and great play by LokeLok on Venomancer. Definitely saved Nature's Prophet right there. Nyx Assassin would have had that kill, but great ward placement was able to block him off.
Dire's top tower has been
All right, Dire going to go ahead and deny that tower. They know they're getting enough gold as it is. They just say, no, not going to let you have this. And Chrobbus going to go ahead and play it up here. Windrunner maybe looking for something to happen. There's the shackle. Doesn't manage to latch on to anything. And Chrobbus going to go ahead and just push Anti-Mage back. He knows that he's got better farm. He already has his armlet left. Armlet up, and Anti-Mage has basically nothing. And it looks like pandasaurusrex going to come up over here, and will he try for the stun? No, just a little bit of harass. Nothing big, man. But Puck comes up, and Anti-Mage is going to be tethered. Don't think he can blink out of that, and with the stun, they're going to be able to take him down. That's going to be a big setback for him. He's going to lose a lot of gold, and right now he needs every last bit of it until he can get that Battle Fury. He's not going to be able to do much at all. And will Windrunner go down here? There's the stun. They're going to be able to tree her. She won't be able to get out. Will she go for the TP? No! And she gets takes down as well. So, Absolute Legends going up for an 8-kill lead over Euphoria, and this is really going to be absolutely huge. We expect them to start to... We expect to see them start just knocking down towers very quickly now. Venomancer with the wards, and of course Nature's Prophet's tree is going to be able to take down towers very quickly, and they're going to knock down mid here. While Red trying to do a little bit of damage to the bot tower, but he just doesn't have the push, I don't think, to be able to make that happen. He's going to have to TP back and help them defend. Nyx Assassin just kind of hiding out, not able to do anything really here. And man, Absolute Legends absolutely pulling ahead in a massive way. Anti-Mage coming down. They got all 4 here. They know that there's only 3. They're going to look for the initiation. Skewer doesn't manage to hit anybody. Will he be able to get a reverse polarity? No. Stuck into the trees. And chroMium going to go down here. But I think Venomancer and Puck going to be more than safe enough. Lifestealer coming around. And looks like he's playing very aggressively. Opal Malena going to go down here to a lot Rubick with the save, and Puck going to go ahead and chase. Puck able to get that off. And it looks like with open wounds on Rubick, Rubick's going to go down. Just one more hit. There's Puck, and Lifestealer does pick it up. So that's going to be 2 down. Nature's Prophet buying back, knows he wants to be in there for this push. We do see the Spike Carapace get popped, but it's not enough. He's going to go down as well. That's another 3, putting him 13-3 with a 10-kill lead. They were able to take down 1. Nature's Prophet did go down fairly early on in that fight, but now Nature's going to warp around and help them push this mid tower. Anti-Mage just chilling on his own over here, trying to get as much farm as he can. They know that he needs to get that Battle Fury if he's going to be able to, if they're going to be able to take this back at all. They can't deal with the push right now, and only a Battle Fury to Anti-Mage, I think, is going to be able to help that. Great teleport that the Shackle is going to come all the way over here and shackle him to the trees. Love those global abilities when the teleports happen. But yeah, they know that Euphoria definitely needs to get that Anti-Mage farmed up, get him his Battle Fury. He did pick up the broadsword, I want to say. Claymore. And yeah, he needs to get that. He can't die. He needs to farm up as much as he possibly can, because then he'll be able to farm a lot faster, start doing a lot more damage, and be able to maybe compete with the massive farm advantage or just gold advantage that Euphoria has at this point in the game. I mean, Nyx Assassin with absolutely nothing, only 6 last hits, you know, was probably the worst trialing that he could have done. Probably would have been better for him to go bot at a certain point. They knew that they were getting reamed pretty hard. Puck getting caught out a little bit, but it's going to do insane burst damage and take him down immediately. I mean, all he has is one branch and the magic stick, and oh man, Anti-Mage going to go down as well. That's going to be a huge setback for him and the gold. And I think at this point, I would not be surprised if we see a GG going out already. They still have all their barracks, but Puck able to pick off Rubick with the illusory orb. And no, Vengeful Spirit is going to go down. Windrunner able to pick it up before the tower does. But no, there's not a lot you can do about this. They have superior push, superior farm. They're up top lane. I'm sorry, Absolute Legends top lane completely destroyed Euphoria in the early game. Nyx Assassin probably should have, I mean, just completely useless in this game so far. Rubick as well, though he does have, I should say, better utility moves, but Nyx Assassin really does need farm in a way that Rubick perhaps doesn't, and he hasn't been getting it. 0 kills for him, I'm fairly certain. I mean, 1 kill, so he was able to pick off somebody in one of those team fights, but really no kills, a bunch of deaths. He's just not getting any farm. He was finally able to finish boots 14, almost 15 minutes in. It's just pretty huge. Magnus only with boots and bottle. Going ahead and take a look at Windrunner. Windrunner only able to finish off a magic wand since she got those tranquil boots probably, shoot, 6-7 minutes ago. They're just getting absolutely shut down as far as farm goes. Now they're not feeling safe, can't go into their own jungle. Not sure whether or not Absolute Legends has wards there, which they do, and it's going to be very hard for them to pull back any sort of advantage unless Absolute Legends really messes up a team fight or just feeds themselves to Euphoria 1 player at a time. I don't think you're going to be able to take it back. Difference in XP earned here, you can see 10,000. The gold difference, almost 16,000 gold, or over 16,000, probably around 17,000 at this point. Just absolutely insane. And they're going to take Roshan. The Age is not getting picked up by anybody. Who's going to grab it? Lifestealer? Sell your branch, man. Puck's just going to grab it because, you know what, he had an open slot. But, I mean, just looking at this, Vengeful Spirit with quite a lot of gold, been going very heavy support. Picking up wards, making sure that they have sight with 1,000 gold just sitting on her, and Venomancer, of course, going heavy support as well. Still holding on to the smoke, but you know, they know that they have really the advantage here, able to push the mid and keep them off while Nature's Prophet is pushing the other lane, and Lifestealer able to do a lot of damage. He's just going to continue farm here, and looks like Anti-Mage is going to have to TP back. They're going to try to force Venomancer off of lane here. Puck very low damage, and he's going to go down, but he does have the Aegis. Not too worried about the damage. He's going to come back up, and now it's 4v2, a little bit out of position. Magnus going for the skewer, but he's going to take a lot of damage, and Nyx Assassin going to fall here as well. Yes, both go down to Nature's Prophet, giving him quite a bit more gold, and will they be able to take out Venomancer, if there's another illusory orb, she's going to go down immediately. Nature's Prophet able to get the last hit on that one, and Rubick's going to go down as well. Anti-Mage TPing back, but he's not able to do anything at the health that he has. Lifestealer comes in back towards mid, and they're going to be able to take the racks here. Nobody has buyback. And, see, I should know what the buyback button is. Of course. You know, nobody would buy back. They're going to be rolling over towards the bot lane, going to try to take these racks as well now that they've taken top racks. And, you know, what can you do at this point? Completely out-farmed, completely destroyed in the top lane. Top lane was the lane that they really needed to do a lot of damage. Nyx Assassin going down instantly. He has no abilities, no health. You know, under-leveled, under-farmed, has almost no items, and they're just going down way too fast. A lot of burst damage coming out from Puck and the Vengeful Spirit, and man, absolutely brutal. And Anti-Mage just unable to get farmed. Still 17 minutes in, wasn't able to finish his Battle Fury, and they're just going to go ahead and tower dive at this point. Kind of brutal. There goes the range rack, now they'll be taking the melee, and this will be GG. Only 18 minutes in, absolute legends, absolutely destroying Euphoria. I can't see Euphoria taking this back at all. There's just no way. There's just no way. I mean, Rubick boots and a magic wand. Nyx Assassin going for just going for some health, very low, you know, trying to stay alive a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. At this point in the game, he's going to go down to a lot of burst damage. Those wands doing absolutely insane amount of damage, and Anti-Mage going to get picked off by Lifestealer up in the top lane. Anti-Mage backing back, Nature's Prophet able to get the kill, and got a little bit far in the fountain there, was able to get skewered back, and they're going to take down 3 of them. So, you know, good move for them, able to pick that up, but I mean, still between Lifestealer, Nature's Prophet, bot back, already back in the fight, going to be pressuring the top tower. They just, I don't think they can deal with this amount of push, especially when they're as leveled out as they are right now. Going to pull back, just wait for Puck, right for the rest of them. And Puck going to dive into 4 of them. Not too worried about dying, able to pick off Windrunner. He's going to blink out and stays alive. Puck does picked off by Nature's Assassin, but manages to take out 2. And Anti-Mage almost dead, going to have to run back into Fountain to try and heal up here. But being very aggressive, managing to slow their push at least a little bit, but just not doing enough damage. chroMium a little far out ahead here, going to take a lot of damage all at once. We see the mech popped, or I'm sorry, yeah, mech popped, and he's going to get out of there just fine. So everybody running back, chroMium a little low. Chrobbus not able to take on 4 at once, as much as he might like to. But, you know, Euphoria really trying to fight it back. Puck doing his coming around mid, and he's going to blink in and try to mess some people up. Manages to pick off Rubick very quick. He did pick up a Dagon, and Lifestealer going to take out Anti-Mage over here on top. Anti-Mage driving in a bit too far, it looks like. And they have a lot of stun. You know, what can you do? What can you do at this point? There's a swap. He's going to get stunned. And Chrobbus, not popping open wounds, doesn't seem to feel the need. And with a Blink Dagger, able to pick her off. Absolutely insane. I'm surprised that there's been as much buyback as we've seen. But this push is going to go down very quick. Already 2 sets of racks down. Top racks is going to be going down any second now. Puck able to get out of there. And Vengeful Spirit is going down to Fountain Fire. But going to go down to Fountain Fire, but able to buy back immediately. So that's all the barracks. nooblikeyou going to go down right here to a bunch of Puck and Venomancer damage. Everybody have it, but he's lasting pretty long. That Spike Carapace able to do, you know, the stun on it. Just pretty insane. And we finally see the GG come out from Cela. We're going to wait until all their racks were down. But yeah, their bottom lanes their bottom and their mid weren't able to get the advantage. Mid really lost out to Puck. Wouldn't have been as big of an issue, but bottom lane really got forced off of the farm as well. Windrunner probably not the best to have, you know, a ton of farm. But definitely not helpful either to have Nature's Prophet taking that advantage. and the top lane completely, absolutely destroyed by superior picks and superior play on the side of Absolute Legends. There will take a huge advantage very early, get that first blood very early too, get Lifestealer his boots at a point where nobody on Euphoria was going to have boots, so it allowed him to chase and get those extra like 3 kills on Rubick very early on in the game. And you know, they lost the top lane, they lost the carry, and Anti-Mage just not able to farm up enough, not able to even get a Battle Fury at any point during that game. They completely shut him down. So great play by both teams. Congratulations to Absolute Legends, and I'll look forward to see how you play as the tournament goes on. My name is Mr. Icarus, and this has been another WaxWingedGamer's cast. This is the 4PL tournament. These are noob casts for noob players. And do please comment. Constructive criticism always greatly appreciated. If you like the video, if you like the commentary, please like, please subscribe. There will be more coming. And yeah, do let me know if anybody's out there watching. Let me know how the camera work was this time. I will be working on that a lot more. Definitely want to get it a little bit closer to the way that you know, Toby-Wan Kenobi. Just beautiful camera work. But so, at any rate, thank you for watching, and have a good